Mr. Speaker, I rise today to discuss my priorities for protecting America's future. We need to reduce and reprioritize government spending, secure the border, and end the weaponization of the federal government. The Biden administration's spending has created massive inflation and increased our national debt to $33 trillion. $2.4 trillion of that debt has accrued over just the last 365 days. That's over $76,000 every second. The Biden administration's spending is out of touch with what Americans want, and it's crushing our economy. We're all feeling it, especially in middle America, where new, costly regulations are forcing small businesses to close, gas is nearly $4 a gallon, and people's paychecks are overtaxed. House Republicans have offered common-sense solutions to these problems. We passed Limit, Save, Grow Act to stop wasteful taxpayer spending, reclaim unspent COVID relief money, and promote pro-growth economic policies. We must stand firm in our commitment to reducing and reprioritizing government spending. While the Biden administration is burning through taxpayer dollars like there's no tomorrow, there's also a humanitarian crisis raging at our southern border, and it's getting worse every day. This is a national security emergency. As we speak, fentanyl is flooding American streets, victims of human trafficking rings are getting abused and killed, and our brave Border Patrol agents are overwhelmed. The funding to secure the border has already been appropriated by Congress before President Biden even took office, and then he killed the completion of the border wall by executive order. In response, House Republicans passed H.R. 2, the Secure the Border Act, which would force the Biden administration to resume construction of the border wall, increase the number of Border Patrol agents, protect unaccompanied children from human trafficking, and terminate catch and release policies. We also passed the Schools Not Shelters Act and the Halt Fentanyl Act. We must keep pressing to secure the border and protect Americans. In addition to wasting taxpayer dollars and ignoring the border crisis, the Biden administration is overseeing and directing an unprecedented weaponization of the federal government. President Biden's Department of Justice refuses to apply justice equally, and House Republicans are constantly fighting back against overreaching government regulations that are hurting agriculture producers and small business owners. Even the Supreme Court had to step in and declare the Biden administration's definition of waters of the United States was unconstitutional. When government grows, freedom shrinks, and so we must stop the weaponization of the federal government to protect our freedoms. The appropriations process is a critical opportunity to address all of these concerns. We must restore fiscal sanity. Americans deserve to have their taxpayer dollars used wisely, and giving the president endless, no-limit credit cards is no way to govern in a democracy. It's hard for me to imagine how anyone would love $33 trillion of debt, or love the open border, or love losing to China, or love $200 billion of unaccounted for COVID relief dollars so much that they'd be willing to shut down the federal government to maintain them. We have 10 days to pass the remaining appropriations bills in a fiscally responsible way. We owe it to the American people to work tirelessly toward that end and to get our country back on track. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield back.
The gentleman yields.